Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hot Mic Podcast with your host, Dallas Korelc. Today, I am joined by Reeve, a longtime friend of mine, and a aspiring hunting guide who is just recently back from his trip to Alaska.
Yep. 2 weeks. You picked me up from the airport.
I did.
Yeah.
How was Alaska?
Pretty good. Lots of different stuff up there. It's a lot of different stuff to get used to. Just the way everything is up there.
How different is it from being up here, or I guess down here?
Yeah. I mean, most stuff is different. Just the way you travel around, I guess. Most of the travel is by plane or boat in the summer, I guess, and then by snowmobile in the winter, which I guess just not cars as much as it is here is the main big difference, I'd say, and just the price of everything and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So we jumped into it kind of fast, but I want you to kind of explain what you did in your time in Alaska, because you worked up there, right?
Yep.
What'd you do like day to day?
Day to day would be I'd wake up probably 5:30 in the morning probably. Yeah. I was working at a float plane air taxi operation, I guess is what you could call it, and it was so you have to pump out the floats of the plane because they're sitting in the water and it rains. I was in King Salmon, Alaska, which is it's got coast on both sides of it, so it rains down there or up there a lot, I guess. So there'd be a lot of rain. They'd get in the floats. You have to pump them out with just a Milwaukee battery pump, and then it depends. If we had a trip that day, I'd send the plane off. I'd fuel it to whatever they want because you want to take as little fuel as possible. So however far they were going, they just tell me how much fuel to put in there. They know better than me. And then, you got to send them off. Similar to how a boat works, kind of. Just how they float on the water. There's no brakes. So you got to have somebody there to catch you, send you off. That kind of thing. I'd pick people up from the airport that were flying out with us. There's a commercial airport in King Salmon. For the first half of the time I was there, it was mostly tourists and stuff like that. In the second half, I'd say it was hunters, fishermen kind of throughout the whole thing, but hunters the second half, tourists the first half. That was kind of the deal.
Hunting is very common here, obviously. I'm not a hunter really myself. I know you're into it, obviously.
Yeah.
So you had an opportunity to go with them on a hunting trip?
Yep. Moose hunting, yeah. Moose hunting's a pretty big deal in Alaska for the most part. It's pretty expensive to do, but I didn't have to pay any money because I went with. You gotta pack out a moose. You get a big fine if you don't take the whole moose out. You can leave the antlers if you really want to, but most people just take them because that's what most people are going there for anyway. Not residents, but non-residents of Alaska are usually there trophy hunting, I'd say, for the most part. But the residents are usually there just for the meat because it's, what is it? A full-grown moose is like 1,200 pounds or something like that. Maybe more. I might be wrong. But it's pretty much 9 loads on your back. Because usually you can't land right where you shoot the moose. The goal is to kind of try to shoot it right where you can land. But that doesn't usually happen. So the one I carried out was 1.5 miles from where they could land. So it was, and that was where they had set up their little camp where they'd sleep and everything. So it was 1.5 miles, and then pick up, what is it? I'd say on average the loads I was taking back were 90 to 110 pounds. So you walk out there, you walk back with 110 pounds on your back, whatever it is. Walk back again. empty, and then just kind of repeat. Hopefully, when you're doing it, you have a decent number of people doing it. Is the goal? Is why they kind of just called me out there to help them. But yeah, it was really fun, and that's kind of a bottom of the totem pole for being a hunting guide. Is you have to pack out animals, because that's kind of the grunt work, kind of the lowest of the low for being a hunting guide. So I'm glad I got started with it.
I've never had moose meat, but I know you just got yours back.
Yeah, I got mine shipped here in a freezer truck from. I had sent it. I had to ship it from King Salmon to Anchorage on a plane, and then I had a friend of a friend who kind of helped me out and shipped it back from Anchorage to Fargo for free, which was really nice, because that, he said on average, he said that would have ran me like $500 some or something. So that was kind of grateful he did that for free. But now I got I just defrosted it just last night, and I'm gonna process it with my dad probably tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I had some other stuff to do besides this even. So
I'll have to try it at some point.
yeah, it's pretty good. We're gonna make a ground up most of it and make 2 or 3 roasts, kind of thing. See what the roasts are like. I haven't had a roast, but I've had plenty of the ground meat. They don't really have beef up there like they do here, or you can get it, but it's at least double the price up there. So most residents do shoot a moose, or somebody in their family does. If one person in your family shoots moose, it's enough for a year. So they just grind it all up, eat it like it's ground beef pretty much, but it's just ground moose.
Yeah. How long were you up there? You went out there in
June 10th, and I got back on October 15th.
Okay. Yeah, so you were there for quite a while. Are you planning on going back next year?
Yep, I'm hoping to go back to the Brooks Range from August to September, somewhere in there is the goal. And the Brooks Range is more Arctic, mountainy kind of terrain. Where I was at, it was all tundra, like swampy kind of, but right next to the ocean too.
So where you were, they had to like fly everywhere pretty much, right?
Yeah, to fly to get into town, yeah.
Yeah. I know you're looking to get your pilot's license. Is that something like out there, something kind of that you'd want to do with that, or are you thinking more like local, like agricultural type? Or cuz yeah.
Yeah, I kind of started with agricultural. I wanted to be a crop duster. Is how I got into it and got started with that. But I don't know if I'd want to be a bush pilot. That's what you call the pilots if there's a bush pilot. I don't know. I'm kind of just getting it for fun at this point.
Yeah,
but
pilot's license for fun.
Well, yeah, it costs a lot of money, and I'm just about done, so there's no point in not finishing it.
Yeah. When do you think you're starting that back up? Because I know you just got back here recently, so.
I'm gonna be moving to Fargo here end of November probably. So beginning of December, I'll probably start back up.
Yeah, it's a grind, isn't it? Like
I got all the hours. I just need to pass the written test.
Yeah.
And just get back into it again. It's you kind of remember it pretty quick how to do it. But yeah, I got all the hours for it. It's 50 hours. I got 50 some odd hours, so
yeah,
I don't need to worry about that anymore. But
I know you took me up one time. I went with. I just get so like on any flight, which is crazy because I'm going on a flight tomorrow. But on like any flight, my head just gets so woozy, and especially like the takeoffs and landings. And I remember we had to do where we land and take off. What are those called?
Touch and goes.
Yeah. We had to do probably about like, I don't know, 3 of those just for like practice, right?
Yeah, it's just how you practice doing a bunch of landings.
Yeah.
You go up and you go around the pattern of the airport, which is just kind of, they just want you to do it a bunch so you have it down.
Yeah.
Because that's the most important part is taking off and landing. besides that, it's really not that difficult if the weather is not bad.
Yeah. What was your favorite moment up in Alaska?
I gotta think a little bit. My dad came up and visited, and we went and shot some ptarmigan.
What's that?
They're like it's a bird. It's like grouse or pheasants, kind of. It's
Okay.
similar hunting, at least. They're a little bit different than pheasants. They're like a grouse.
Here, I think I'm gonna look it up. I might put a picture on the screen because I kind of want to see what these things look like. Ptarmigan. Oh, it starts with a P. Okay, it's one of
Ptarmigan.
one of those birds. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, the rock.
Okay.
I'd say that's what they look like.
That one. Okay.
They change colors with the season, so
yeah, I'll put that.
When I was there, their bellies were white like that one you see there.
Okay.
The one I shot looks like that.
Okay. Yeah. So that was your best moment, probably?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Have my dad come up and visit and do all that.
Yeah. Did you get homesick?
A little homesick, yeah.
I get homesick a week away from home. I'm like, just, bro, take me back to the place. I can't handle this.
Yeah.
But like 4 months?
I was glad to come back for sure.
Yeah.
It's really just like a different way of how they do things and a way of life up there than what I'm used to.
Wasn't like the people you were with, because they gave you were under salary and you had like housing paid for, like room and board is what it's called, right?
Yeah.
So you lived.
I lived with my boss and my other coworker and my boss's family. So it's kind of.
And that's like culture shock, right?
Yeah.
How they live compared to.
It's not like insane, but they definitely do it different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of just didn't really like living with my boss, quite honestly. It's like you're always at work.
Yeah, that is. I can understand that.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Not even like that. It's that you don't like your. It's more like it feels like you always have to be in a mode, kind of.
Yeah, you never get to like really like actually relax.
Yeah, that's tough.
Until you're in your own room, I guess. But still, even then. Because I was just kind of there. I was like, if he needed help with anything at their house after our like whatever our standard hours were, he would just ask me, and it was just like, I feel like that's probably part of my job. It wasn't really in like the job description, but it's probably part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it sounds pretty fun being out there. It's not for me, probably.
Yeah.
It's not for me. I don't know. I kind of like being in a city. I wouldn't like living in like a big metro city, but that remote, I wouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's probably not for me.
Fargo's pretty nice because that was a little remote for me, too, but it gets even more remote than that. We flew out plenty of people that were going out camping, where they're 2 flights away from being in a real city.
Yeah.
Minimum. And one of them's, it's hard to reach people. What most people use out in the middle of nowhere is an InReach. If you are into hunting and stuff, you've definitely heard of them. But it's just a satellite text phone kind of thing, pretty much, is what it is.
How much do one of those like hunting trips cost for like a customer?
What animal? I'll give you a range.
Let's say moose.
A moose? I'd say, depending on who you're doing it with and where you're at, the moose in Alaska are like the biggest ones in the world, pretty much. They call them Yukon moose. There's different kinds of moose. If you saw a moose around here, it's a Shiras, is what you call them here.
The one that was wandering around Fargo recently?
Yeah, I think I saw one video of that one, but that's usually a Shiras moose is what that's called, and they're a little bit smaller. But yeah, the Yukon moose are the biggest moose. But yeah, back to a moose hunt is going to run you, I'd say minimum, if you're doing it through a guide, $25,000 probably.
Oh boy.
I'd say that, and that's minimum.
Is that per person?
Yes.
Okay.
And then what a lot of people do is they go hunting, they pay for that, and then another person goes as like an observer, and you have to pay for that too, which I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm sure observing is probably cheaper since you're not like actually doing.
Yeah, it's quite a bit cheaper, but it still costs. I think you're just paying for your food and pretty much.
Yeah.
But I'd say, and then the higher end is like $35,000, and then if you want to go on a grizzly bear hunt, which is big, right where I was at, because that's where the really big grizzly bears are. Or they don't call them grizzly bears, but coastal brown bears, I guess, is what you'd call them. That's $40,000, pretty much minimum.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's mostly really rich people going, obviously.
Yeah, that's unreal.
But it was cool because most of the rich people are kind of snobby and they're used to just having everything their way, kind of.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while, you'd get somebody who's just like a normal person who just really wanted to go on this hunt and they've been saving up for a while.
Those guys are probably cool.
Those are the ones that are cool to do it with, for sure. But, and then once you get into the other stuff, so there's those two. So the deal with stuff in Alaska is for moose, you don't have to have a guide, which is, you can save a bunch of money, but unless you know what you're doing, you're way less likely to shoot a moose. Which most people, I mean, you could have a guide and not shoot a moose. It didn't happen to any of the people we brought out this year, but there was somebody we brought out for bear hunting and they didn't shoot a bear, but they didn't stay for the full time because they're from, I can't remember if it was Mississippi or Alabama, and it was somebody it was a grandpa, his son, and then his grandson, and his grandson had a football game. So they left.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so much money to just leave early on.
Yeah.
That is unreal.
Yeah,
that's definitely something I feel like only
they're in a different tax bracket for sure.
Yeah, we almost were in another tax bracket last night.
Yep.
We went to the casino last night, and that was my first time at the casino in so long, and I didn't even lose a lot of money, but it still just stinks because when you're up, because I was up like $60. Like honestly, it's nothing crazy, but when you're up money, and then you lose all the money you were up, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I never. Oh, let me think. I took out $140, and I left with 140, so it wasn't bad
for us.
We went with two other guys.
They
had a rough night.
Henry might watch this because he watched the other one, I think, a decent amount. He loves spending money at the casino, but like in the worst way. He'll put in his money into a machine that he says is due, and then he puts in whatever spin he's gonna do. He puts it in, and he just presses the button. Literally press. Like he'll spam the button until he either gets a bonus or it's like $150 in a snap, gone in an instant.
What was he down total, you think? I can't remember exactly.
I can't either.
$360 maybe?
It's around there.
Something like that.
It's around there.
And then our friend Jack, it's kind of I think he was down. If you only count what he's down for the night from what he started, I think he was only down like 250 or something.
Something like that.
But at one point, I think he had $580 or something.
He was up that too because he hadn't put all his extra in the machine yet.
He was up $580 on a roulette, on the electronic roulette, and just kept going until it was just gone. But it's fun to watch, kinda. It's a lot more fun to watch when it's not you.
Yeah, Henry's the worst.
Henry gives out advice too.
Henry's advice is, if you lose, well, you got to put that much on it because you're gonna win this time, and you're just gonna double it.
Yeah.
And he is. Bad role model.
Bad guy to go to the casino with
You don't want to go.
for advice.
I mean, it's fun watching him gamble money because, like, when he wins, I've seen him go up like $800. But the issue is he doesn't stop there, and that's when you see him go to. All of a sudden, he goes from 800 to down 300 in a span of 5 minutes.
Yep.
And I think he hides like how like beat up he is after that, because he puts on a smile and has a good time. But goodness, I can only like me if that happened to me, I'd probably, I don't know, man, tears might come from my eyes.
Yeah.
That's unreal. Oh, you're driving me to the airport tomorrow, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big Cowboys game.
It is. I'm happy.
In
I'm
Dallas.
excited. I'm excited.
Dallas is going to Dallas.
Dallas
Watch the
in
Dallas
Dallas.
Cowboys.
Maybe I ask one of the players to do a podcast with me.
You could.
Let's actually check. Let's do a live check because I've been waiting all day to see who is going to be at the meet and greet for them, but they have yet to post it. So let's see. Still nothing. So I'm still waiting to see who I'll be meeting. I spent $400 total on the meet and greet, $200 per ticket, but you get like an entry to a raffle. You get your meal paid for that day because it's like a buffet, and then you get 3 autograph tickets.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You get to meet all 3, and you get like a Q&A. I don't know. Hopefully I'll win. That'd be nice. I think the raffle ticket winner won last time was a game used signed Dak Prescott football.
A Dak Prescott what?
Signed game used Dak Prescott football.
Oh.
Yeah. Jockstrap.
Jockstrap.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That's something I'd see because I went last year to the Hall of Fame. Some of the stuff they have in the Hall of Fame, I'm like, they literally, when you get into the locker room after you do something that the Hall of Fame wants, they strip you naked and take every single item you used in that game. It's actually ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Every single item that you use in that game, it's like they take Andy Reid's like sleeveless hoodie up in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's
whole like outfits just up in the Hall of Fame. It's actually unreal.
Where's
Anytime.
that? That's in Canton, Ohio.
Canton.
Yeah.
We stopped in Akron too, so we could. We stopped by the hotel, or not the hotel, the hospital
where LeBron and Steph Curry were both born.
That's unreal.
Yeah,
that's peak.
I love LeBron.
We could probably do a whole other episode on LeBron.
Yeah,
dude.
that's another
watching
day.
his highlights.
Don't get me started.
We could just watch his highlights all day. Can you imagine just a podcast? We're just sitting here looking at the screen, just LeBron.
I'd rather watch Russell Westbrook highlights.
I like his edits.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook highlights are better than LeBron highlights to me, even though LeBron's way better. But
yeah, I mean, there's not even a debate to be had between you and me. If we had Preston in here, we'd probably have to debate. You see what he put on his story today?
Something about Derrick Rose?
No, it was Michael Jordan. He put into Snapchat, like, me and the GOAT hoisting the NBA Finals trophy.
And Snapchat AI
chose Michael Jordan. And he's a Bulls fan, so he said, oh, even Snapchat knows. Even Snapchat knows. And I'm just like, gosh, if only you knew.
Yep. Just doesn't get it.
Me and you have been friends for so long, it's weird to kind of put a microphone in front of our conversation.
Yeah, it is. It makes it different for sure.
Yeah, we've done a podcast before, but most of the time you were just playing PlayStation.
Yeah. Usually when we're talking, we're just playing PlayStation. Just talking about random stuff.
Something that happens in game that leads into a conversation, but having to make up a conversation.
Yeah.
Kind of on the spot, just in a room.
Yeah, if we didn't have the Alaska stuff, it would have been even more difficult.
Yeah.
We've been friends. How long have we been friends for? 10
I don't know.
years?
We hated each other right away.
We used to hate each other right away when we were like 11.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 10 years we've probably known each other, I guess. Something like that.
I mean,
pretty close.
Let's see. I got up here when I was 9 years old.
What year is that?
9 years old would be, 2011.
So yeah, we've definitely known each other for 10 years.
2012, I think.
Yeah.
But then, let's see. I mean, yeah, that's probably about when we didn't like each other.
Probably.
We had a friend in common. Well, I had just met him. he was like the only person I knew in that town at that point. And Reeve here was his cousin.
Yep. I'd be over there every day, and so would he.
And we were just competing for a friendship.
Yeah, which
hated each other.
Which really doesn't make any sense. But we were like 11, so that's why. But
yeah, yeah. I'm glad we got over that because that was.
Yeah,
I don't even remember when it happened. I just think it kind of just happened. You know what it might have been? It might have been like. Really, what got like all of us to be really close was GTA. Actually,
yep.
The GTA heist at your house at like 4 a.m. His dad comes in he had his Wi-Fi box in what we called the den.
Yeah.
Comes in, just rips it out the wall.
Yeah.
Says, "Be quiet. It's time to go to bed."
Yeah.
And yeah, I just remember.
We need to. When GTA 6 comes out, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we all have to.
Yeah.
We'll set it up in the den again.
My Wi-Fi was hardly good enough to even do it.
Yeah.
Back then.
For the people
now it's fine.
For the people who know Wi-Fi, we were getting at his house was like maybe 1 megabyte per second,
and we were playing lucky. 4 people in the same on that Wi-Fi doing GTA heists.
Yeah, and we sucked.
Yeah, and we were really bad.
It would
take us forever. We
would like celebrate. That was so stupid.
Yeah, it really isn't that hard.
I don't know. I'm exhausted. I want to go. I'm ready for this flight, dude.
Yeah, I kind of decided when I was coming back from Alaska, I was going to take a little break because the way it worked up there is it was 7 days a week, so I had like 1 day off. I think it's not like difficult work, but I was kind of drained because it's just every day, wake up that time, just do all that stuff, and it was like I was always at work because I lived with my boss. Yeah. But yeah, I decided to just not work till the end of hunting season but I did today, I guess. One of my dad's friends was de-roofing his house, so I've been taking shingles off. I got there at 7:30 this morning, and I did it up until I took a shower and came here, so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired too.
It's 5 o'clock, by the way, for the people listening at this point. I have a goal for this podcasting class, actually. This is something I kind of want to do. And I'm going to have you help me with it. First of all, I'm going to get this one uploaded today. When this is uploaded, it'll be the day that we did this. I'm going to get it uploaded today. We should share it on our socials, just try and get it as much traction as possible.
Yep.
And then I'm going to reach out to Quick Trip.
Quick Trip.
They just opened up a bunch of stores. I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for them to get a local audience interested into their rewards program. I feel like this is a good opportunity. And I'll say, look, give me, I don't know, $200. $200?
Go to the casino.
No, I won't go. I'll use it to further my education.
Oh, okay.
I'll use it to further my education.
Further its education.
Yeah. No, I will. I'm curious to see if that's something that's possible. Maybe I get a little extra credit in the podcasting class for reaching out and getting a sponsor for my section of the podcast.
Yeah, that could be something there.
I mean, I feel like that would be applauded, probably.
Probably.
I mean, I'm going to reach out to them. Maybe I send them this clip. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't even know. I'll probably just look up their website, a contact thing. But I used their thing last night. I went there. It's like a grocery store.
I never been there, I don't think.
They like just open them all up, right?
Quick Trip.
Yeah. The one that starts with a K. I know there's another Quick Trip that starts with a Q.
Like the gas station?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been there probably at some point.
I went to the one just like down the street from my house when I got back from the casino because I wanted milk. And I was out of milk.
Big milk guy.
I'm huge milk guy.
Me and Dallas used to live together downtown in Fargo.
Henry lived there too.
And Bo Fetting, but we haven't talked about him. But
shout out Bo Fetting.
Him too.
He's a big casino guy.
We go through probably 2 gallons of milk a week.
Yeah.
At least.
More than that, because I go through that at least just me living at my apartment. We probably went through 4.
I don't know. I don't even remember.
I'm going to say 4.
Probably a gallon every 2 days. Probably is. So yeah, probably around 4.
Yeah, it was nuts.
3.5, 4 around there.
We use it for everything.
Well, yeah,
Cereal,
we ate a lot of cereal and drank a lot of milk.
Yeah.
Made a lot of mac and cheese.
Bo pouring it down his face.
Yeah.
That was
put up that picture of that right here.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That was a night too.
Nah.
We won't get into it.
Yeah, we don't need to expose all that, but yeah, I think Quick Trip is. I was in there last night. I was like, this place is nuts. They have like actual like meat.
Really?
Yeah, like you could buy. It's really
like
expensive.
Steaks?
I didn't really see. They have like ground beef that I saw.
Oh,
really.
Okay.
But like you can buy it, and it's not like frozen, so it's like the ones that's just out and ready to use or whatever. They're open 24/7. And I went in there. The meat is expensive compared to like grocery stores, but like you really why it's a gas station. Really, it's just all about convenience there. You know? So it was kind of nice knowing like, oh, if I ever need hamburger meat at 4 a.m, I can.
That is nice, yeah.
Yeah, and then I also got a compliment on my sweatshirt. So I was like, this place is awesome.
Yep. What sweatshirt was it?
It was the white Nike one with it says like Optimist.
Oh, the one you were wearing last night?
Yeah. Yeah,
I thought maybe it was that one.
No, yeah, a brown sweatshirt.
We got another picture.
Yeah, I'll put that one up.
Of us 4 roommates that we were just talking about all wearing that sweatshirt.
I think it was just was Bo in it? I don't think anyone else was so. There. Yeah, I don't know if Bo has a brown sweatshirt.
He might not.
I know we all do.
I know there's a picture of me and you and Henry for sure.
I have that for sure. Yeah. I think Quick Trip would do it. I think
they might.
If I told them,
if they saw it, I'm sure.
If I told them what this class was, and if I told them like what my goal was, and they just, I don't know, I think they'd respect it. And I tell them like, look, the audience. That's why I need you to post it. Get it. I need it to be the most viewed video on there, on the thing. I know you got more people look at it on yours than mine.
Probably pretty similar. It's probably very similar.
Put it on Instagram and Snapchat
people.
And Facebook. Let's do them all.
Facebook, okay.
Let's do them all. Who should we reach out to? I'll reach out to Drake. I'll have Drake.
Drake, okay.
Excuse me. I asked Drake to come on the podcast.
What did he say?
He didn't get back to me.
Oh.
I DM'd him on Instagram. DMing people is like the best way to get replies, I found. Like
on Instagram?
Not Instagram, but like reaching out to like contacts to try and get them on stuff.
Yeah.
Mainly, not if they've got like 1 million followers, you're probably not going to get them.
Probably
but
not.
Like, if they have less than like, I don't know, 100K, there's a good chance.
Shout out Cat Crew 32.
Cat Crew 32.
Carl Anthony Town's dad.
Yeah.
Used to talk to that guy all the time.
But like, if they
not anymore.
If they have less than 100,000, and you reach out to them, especially if you go in there and like you lay out what like you're trying to do, you give them like. Normally what I do is I give people my work from like last year. They see that I'm like a student. They see what I'm doing. They're a lot more willing to. That's how I got for the first episode. I was able to interview Kyle Yeomans, the Cowboys writer, and I just DM'd him on Twitter. That's all it was. But Drake,
X,
he didn't get back to me. Yeah, X. Sorry. Jeez, this guy.
Yep.
What time is it? It's 5:06. We got an hour left in the podcast room.
An hour.
How nice it is.
I don't know if I could talk for another hour. But
I couldn't either, probably. No. We're running out of topics, really. Nothing else has happened yet. If we did this podcast tomorrow after I flew out, it'd probably.
If we did it in a week. Probably have plenty to talk about then.
Dude, I don't even know maybe I'd do a solo episode about that. Or
maybe.
Who should I have on to kind of tell about it?
Jerry Jones.
Jones. There's
on here.
I
don't think he could make it to Fargo. Maybe might be too old.
No, I think he'd be able to handle it. He goes wherever the Cowboys go.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's at every game. But they have a Jerry Jones at the Star Tour thing that I'm going to, which is like their practice facility and media facility.
Yeah.
they've got an AI hologram Jerry Jones that you can talk to, and it's like a different.
You could do a podcast
package.
with that thing.
Yeah, probably not. That thing would probably.
How long have they had that?
I don't know. I just saw it when I was looking up, like when I first started looking up stuff to do in Dallas, like related to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And
I'd go to that and see if it even works that good.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably getting a lot better.
Probably it's got to be halfway decent by now.
But like, would it have all like the speaking of Jerry Jones? Because he misspeaks a lot.
Probably not.
Like Micah Parsons. Do you think it calls him Michael Parson?
It might.
That'd be tough.
They might have put that in there.
If look, when you trade a guy like Michael Parson, he said that probably like 10 times in his press conference.
I think he's losing it a little bit, but
yeah.
All
right, so 95 views is the mark to beat, and 32 minutes is the mark to beat, which I think we already beat it.
Yep.
I think this means Hot Mic with Dallas Korelc is the best podcast uploaded to the.
It's got to be.
To the Breathing
this is
Fire.
Getting at least 100.
Oh. What are we shooting for?
I'll watch it 100 times.
I'll watch it 200 times.
300 right there.
300.
Plus another 100 at least.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's pretty good. I think we had a good chat, a nice little 30-something minute convo.
Yep.
Yeah. I was told to not have you on as a guest by somebody.
Yeah, I know who.
It was Charlie.
We talked about that last time, yeah.
Yeah, it was Charlie. He said, don't have Reeve on because he doesn't talk.
No.
He said, who are you going to have on next? Reeve? Ooh. But I think it was better than he anticipated it.
I'd like to see him on here.
Should I have him on? And see?
You should.
We'll see which one gets more views, and that's.
He is a pretty smart guy.
But I think that's all we really
have to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, today.
I can't think of anything else.
Thank you for coming out. Thank you for giving me a ride to the airport tomorrow.
Yeah.
But later tonight, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you guys for listening. If you made it this far, shout out. We're gonna be the best podcast in the whole entire network. That's the goal.
Yep.
And I will see you guys in the next podcast, whenever that might be.